what lies in store for these teams this season? The talking's done. We're about to find out. It's week 1, and off we go. EA Sports. First and 10. Start out with a run, and it's Benson. And he'll take it for 4 yards on the game's first play. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Not what you want to see quarter 1 of week 1. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Benson. And he's going to have that first down across midfield and down to the 46-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
On the handoff, this is Benson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg. Here's May. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. He'll fire one deep for Harrison.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll run, and for the first time, it's Jonathan Burks. And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Back to throw. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
To the left side, into the hands of Moore. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. Set to go now on 1st and 10. The motion man is Sanders. Give it up the middle to Brooks. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. A throw left side caught by Sanders.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
We'll try and run it with Brooks. He's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. That's going to bring up 4th down.
That's really well done defensively, Mike. The key to these situations is you got to engage with the blocker, bottle it up, but then you have to get off the block, find the ball, bring them down. That's exactly what they do. No gain, 4th down.
He'll drop to throw. That one on target to Williams. He's got it.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going. And for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's got his big target. That's Isaiah Likely. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And he's come out of the game on fire here, Mike, early. He's yet to throw an incompletion on this opening drive. And as he now approaches the opponent's side of the field and they start thinking points on that other sideline, this defensive play caller has to be looking at that call sheet saying, what can I do to slow this guy down? Because with the way this game has started, he could be in for a big day. Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
On the ground, they go with Brooks. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Brooks. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
They're trying to run it. It's Hubbard. A 2nd effort, and he is in. Chuba Hubbard. Touchdown, Carolina. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Working out of the gun. It's May. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw, and maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
And it doesn't really matter who you put on him, Mike. When you want to play one-on-one man coverage against a receiver like this, there's not a whole lot else you can do. It's hard to put help over the top because the ball's being thrown out by the sidelines. I like playing in and out. I like playing zones. Somebody underneath, somebody over the top. Share the responsibility. But that's not what they're doing. That's straight man coverage. Quarterback sees the matchup. There's no question where the ball is going to go.
First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first. A run out of the gun with Benson. And he'll get about 5.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Again, it's Benson. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
From the gun, on third down, it's May. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And that one not going to have enough leg behind it. Not by a long shot. It is no good. And they are not able to draw closer. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Max Melton.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
First play of the drive, and here's Benson. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. On second down, it's Benson. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Trevin Wallace in on the tackle. Third and 5. On third down, they go with Benson. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. From out of the gun, here's May. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On second down, it's May. That'll be taken in. It's Trey Benson. Out of bounds, but in business. They mark him down near the 2. It'll be first and goal. That's a gain of 28.
So first off, nice job picking up enough for the first down. I gotta be honest, Mike, when he caught it, I thought he was gonna put his foot in the ground and get physical and run through contact and try to score. I'm not so sure why he just so quickly ran out of bounds, even though he was able to pick up the first.
2 yards from 6 points. It is first down and goal. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Trey Benson. Touchdown, Arizona. Extra point try forthcoming. That one off the crossbar, and it caroms in. Fortunate break there, as somehow he gets it through for the extra point. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchdown. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
That's to the right side and incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
First down awaits at the 26-yard line. And here's third down. They'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
On the draw, it's Brooks. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Here's a 2nd and 12. They send a receiver in motion left. Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Play clock nearly expires as they sit. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming.
Mom, I need my phone. This guy's texting me.
Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. This officially a 58-yard attempt. And that is no good. He missed it. And the score remains tied at 7.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. A give. Here's Benson. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. They run out of the gun with Benson. Good job on the ground to pick it up. Mark it at the 38. Move those chains. 1st down. Here's May. escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down. So we've reached halftime here on NFL Kickoff Weekend as we get you to Orlando. Say hello to my old pal, Jonathan Coachman, with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Now, faking the give. That's taken it. It's Xavier Legette. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Quick throw here is complete. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. On 3rd down, here's Brooks. And he's going to have a Panthers first down. At least it would appear that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do give him the conversion on 3rd and 1. They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. He'll get this out wide. And he's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9. Here's a handoff to Hubbard. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw, and he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Panthers.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To throw now, May. That's caught by Harrison right side. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
He'll fire one deep for Harrison. And he will go all the way. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Cardinals. Ryland's kick here is good. And the Cardinals will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17. Run with Brooks to begin this drive. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. He finds Likely, his tight end. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he works past the 40. Taken down after a gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. We'll go once more with Brooks. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Gives inside, it's Brooks. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, fourth quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
He'll look to throw. That into the hands of Hubbard.
Pre-snap, the quarterback really liked this man matchup on his running back. He's thinking the speed of the back in the flat can run away from that defender. So give him a lot of credit. The speed and awareness to keep up with him and bring him down for no gain.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete, but a flag is down back in the backfield. Did they hit the quarterback late? What a critical flag. Roughing the passer, it sets up first and goal. Here's Hubbard. A short game, down to the 7. Second and goal. Carry now for Brooks. The crowd making their presence felt. This is third down. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going nowhere on this one. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it is fourth and goal. So a big one looming for Jake Bates. This to take the lead here in the fourth. And this one online. And it is good. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Start out with a run, and it's Benson. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face second down and 7. On the toss, they go with Benson. And this will be a Cardinals first down as he gets this up to the 42.
Well, when you're down, you come get my medicine.
Complex to execute.
Say when you're done, dipshit.
When a team hits it like they just did. We can see why they're a fan in the toss. Healthy gain, and they pick up the first down.
On first and 10, here's Benson. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll come up now for second down. off the bootleg. Here's May. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Rasul Douglas there to break that one up.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
And maybe the quarterback should have given that one away. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Gotta have it, 4th and 4. They'll try it now with Benson. Whoa! And they're gonna bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. We are set for 4th and long. They'll go. Here's May. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Brooks. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Look wide, get this one complete, and they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Give it up the middle to Brooks. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Great job by the defense here, quickly realizing that this was going to be a draw. They're not caught off guard thinking that they're defending the pass. They're able to not only get in there for a stop, but they're able to take them down in the backfield for a loss.
The Panthers will take their 1st timeout. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one. So 4th down, they'll hand it over to A.J. Cole to punt it as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. Trey Benson, the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs.
Now problems. He loses the football near his own goal line. But somehow it comes right back to him. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times. And I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged a bullet.
Here's a big one. This 3rd down. Working out of the gun. It's May. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Horn. And he's going to be taken down, but there are 1, 2, 3 flags on the field. I don't think this is going to stand. This offense still has the 1 timeout to use. 1st and 10 coming up now. Throwing is May. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. Now on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, here's May. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. They'll stick to the ground.
This is a spot you just love to be in as a defensive player. I mean, you've got them backed up so far, you're not really fearing any play call, let alone a run. Sit a couple guys back, keep the ball from being thrown over your head. Everybody else track the ball, comes up well short.
Now, timeout called. Let's see, you're looking at a long field goal try from here, where this might be one final heave to the end zone. So out is Chad Ryland in a big spot here. This to force overtime. So now out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This one he's got to have. Oh, and now look at this. It's a fake. And that'll be incomplete. How about that call? A fake field goal, but it doesn't come off as planned. So this one a win for the visiting Panthers. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign.